We are not Hausa. We are not Yoruba. We are Igbo. I am an Igbo brother like you. Don't think that as I am a Muslim now, I am now Hausa, or I am an agent of Hausa, Fulani, working against Biafra. It's a lie. We are Igbos.
So, Mr. Man, with all due respect, you don't come on TV station to come and state out your stupidity. Stating out your stupidity, telling us, like, you did not just state out your stupidity. After stating your stupidity, telling us that Islam has come to stay in Igbo land, you don't have any order. Like, you don't have rights. Igbo land is for Chukwuka, God of heaven, the creator of the whole universe. That is the God we serve, and that is the God we continue to serve. But you adopting another person's God is none of my business. But why I pick this word is because you said it has come to stay in Igbo land. You can actually state it out and say it has come to stay in your family. It has come to stay in your generation. You don't say it has come to stay in Igbo land because Igbo land is not your belonging. You're an Igbo man doesn't make you owner of Igbo land. So when next you're doing this kind of stupid interview, mind what you say. Establish it in your family, in your home. Whoever that wants it can join you. It's none of my business. Don't have any right to come and tell us, to come and state out your stupidity, how you forget about your God, how you dump your own identity and pick someone's own. Because this life you're living right now is not your life. You're living someone's life. As old as you are. You don't know what you have done to yourself. And you come out on social media worldwide to come and state out the stupidity you have done to yourself. And now you're telling us that that doesn't make you an agent. You're already an agent. You are already an agent of devil, agent of darkness. You don't know? Know it now. And I'm going to go ahead and right now. Anything may come, because for your mind now, they will see you as the one of them. To them. And to us. Agent of darkness. Because another God will come out again now, and you will still adopt it. You are not contented with what you have. What advice will you give to your kids? What advice will you give to those ones under you? What advice? You're telling us it has come to stay in Igbo land. Come and establish it. Because Igbo land right now is now your own. You are the owner. You are the owner. That's your belonging. So that is why you will tell us what to put, what you want to establish on. Establish on your family. That is none of my business. I don't care about wherever you establish it. In your family, in your generation. But saying in Igbo land that it has come to stay, you don't have any rights. And you see this mistake that you make today, let it be first and the last. But you've seen how they were clapping for you. They were smiling, they were dancing. You didn't see they dance? They were dancing at your stupidity. We've seen as the way they were looking at you. That's why the Bible said wisdom is profitable to be direct. And you cannot get wisdom from going to school. You can only get it from God. Reverencing God. That's the only way you can get it. It's not about old age. Your old age matters nothing. You come out, open wide mouth, widely. You tell the world how you denied your identity. How you sold your birthright to accept somebody's own, living someone's life. And you're bold enough to come out and say it. You're ashamed, they shame me. I'm ashamed on your behalf. Your forefathers are ashamed. They are crying, they are shedding tears.
How come we are having Islamic extremism in Igbo land already? Whereas it took more than 200 years for radical Islamic extremists appear in northern Nigeria. How come you converted to Islam and instead of making the religion attractive, the only thing you want to learn is Islamic extremism? If nothing is done urgently, in the next 10 years or so, Igbo Muslims are going to be a very serious problem, not only to the Igbos, but to the entire country. Because 99.9% of Igbos who are converting to Islam, their primary intention for converting to Islam is not for the love of the religion. There is this general belief in Igbo land that once, as an Igbo man, you converted to Islam, you have a very high chances of becoming rich overnight. And because most of them have converted and they are not seeing the money, they are not open to providing any form of services to some criminal elements in the north hiding behind Islam. They are ready to sabotage the security of the southeast as far as they make that money.
Igbos has Muslim in Igbo land. Ndi Igbo gekwanti. My Igbo people listen and listen very careful. Igbos have Muslim in Igbo land. Genunti. Here be nwata nwanyị, a girl called Ogoechi from Nsukka said, and now is trading. A lot of you might see it as a main word, but there's a power and there's a sponsor behind this. I want you people to know that during the 1960 and 1967 to 1970, a lot of our sisters and our mothers were raped in Nigeria by Fulani and Yoruba Islamic terrorists who invaded our land during the war, and they slept with our sisters and pregnant them. And if you watch from that year till today, it's about 40 something years. These are the father and the mothers of these people today that is claiming that there's an Igbo Muslims. They have grown and they have been paid. The gene is inside them. I want you people to be very, very careful, because when they came, they will come as to tell you that their religion is a peaceful religion. But I want you to ask them one question. Why is it that it's very hard to insult an Islam, and it's very simple to insult Christian? That is just number one question for a peaceful religion to answer. And number two, every community, every state that has these people now should know what they should deal with them before it become cancer in us. They should deal with them in a very heavy way. It's not something that we should keep silent of. And I'm saying it, and it's a lot to us. Deborah was killed by Sharia law in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria, for mentioning Jesus. Let there be a Christian law or traditional law that will govern how to deal with these people. Igbos doesn't have Muslim, and we shall take care of these ones who are penetrating within us. We shall take care of them spiritually, take care of them physically, in all the way. Well, any way we can do it, we shall do it to handle this issue, so that this will not cause a lot of things in Igbo land in the future. And we will not allow this religion called Islam into our land. Number one, we are still fighting and dealing with the Christianity, but a little bit we are comfortable with the Christianity, because at least they are peaceful more than them. But all of them is not part of our way of our life. Just the way that they deal with Deborah, because Deborah mentioned Jesus in his chart, not even physical, and he was unalived by this Fulani and this Islamic terrors. We should handle it very carefully. Let us not hide. Especially, I'm calling on behalf on Nsuka people, Enugu Ezike people. I'm calling upon Enugu State people. I'm calling upon Imo State people. And every state should look onto their children. Know when they have been paid. Some of them, if you see them now, and I check the chaplet in Dugu, in order to get favor, in order to pretend when they get to checking point. Some even youth are now hanging their chaplet in their mirror, in center mirror in the car. They are now being penetrating into us. They want to use this religion to dismantle us again, as they dismantled us in 1966. They want to dismantle us again, just the way they dismantle us, using language, using tribalism to dismantle us. Now we are coming together from all over, rivers, deltas, everybody is coming together. Now they want to use Islam to penetrate in us and dismantle us. Igbos, wake up. And I am telling you, you Ogechi, there will be there's nothing, and there will never be anything like Igbo Muslim, and it can never happen. Never. Not well we are still living. Not well I am a gene of Igbo blood.
Islam is not compatible with Igbo culture. Take it or leave it. They've been warning you. Islam is not compatible. It is not compatible. Your father knows this thing. Your mother knows this thing. Your siblings, they know. Your great-grandfather, they know. Your ancestors, they know this thing. They never took in Islam for one day to Ali Igbo. Now you want to come and show that you know something more than your father. You want to come and introduce Islam to everybody. That is your own lane. I don't know what is wrong with you. I don't know who is grooming you. I don't know what you think you are. But you see that your motive, that your campaign of bringing Islam to Ali Igbo, it will never work. It's dead in arrival. One day, I work. Our people can never convert to Islam. You yourself, you know already. I think you are in a scam game. You are a con artist. And if you want answer Abdullahi, Haruna, and all that, answer anything you want to. One day, it will never happen. You don't know something more than your ancestors. You don't know more than your brothers. You don't know more than your father. Is your father a Muslim? Yes. No, tell us now. Now that you have now that you are a convert in Islam, your eyes have opened. Can you imagine? Come here, start saying nonsense and nonsense and nonsense. Start challenging people. People have told you, Ali, but we have our own culture. We have our ways of doing things. We cannot adopt Islam. The reason why Nigeria is not Islamized is because of Igbos. You must get that in your skull. And not become an agent to come and divide the Igbos. Because I think that is your motive.
You should know this thing is a psyop. This stuff about Igbo Muslim is a psyop because it started after the bomb, after USA bombed Sokoto. Since last week it started. People that I don't know if they are Igbos at all, they just come out and they say they are Igbo Muslims. And you wonder, why did this start last week? It started last week. We started seeing this thing last week. You should know it's a psyop. It's a constructed propaganda against the Igbos because they have realized that USA is coming to save Nigerian Christians. And once you hear Nigerian Christians, just know it is Igbos. It is Igbo, mostly Igbos. You get? So that is why this propaganda from the Muslim Brotherhood, I don't know. This Muslim Brotherhood, they construct this propaganda against the Igbos, and people from nowhere, they just sprout out from nowhere saying they are Igbo Muslims. From where? Who are you? We don't know you. 99% of Igbos are secular. They are very secular, like they go to church. You get? They are Christians. Even mostly, like barely some of them are not even Christians. They are back to their traditional belief. You understand? So this Muslim or Islam stuff, it can't work. This propaganda can't work. It's going to die by next 2 weeks. All of them is dead because nobody is going to listen to them.
I keep saying, in Igbo land, nothing like Igbo Muslims. And if you're a Muslim, you can defend this. You can prove me wrong. Can you accept a challenge? Choose date. Choose time. It will be on logical conversation. No attack. No insult. No quarrel. We will be here on live. Let us discuss on the topic. Igbo Muslims, ask me anything, as I will also ask you anything on this topic. Prepare yourself. If you're interested, send me message. Let me know. Then we choose time and also date to discuss on this topic, Igbo Muslims, because many of us are misunderstanding things here. And I keep saying, nothing like Igbo Muslims, but if you can prove me wrong, and I will promote Islam in Igbo land.
Okay, so the chief imam in Southeast, the chief imam, that is the head of the Muslim people in Southeast, have cried in a very loud voice. He cried and everybody was also hearing him. So we're now asking him, why are you crying? He said he had challenges, that they are facing challenges, that the Igbo Muslims, I've not heard of Igbo Muslims before, but this is my first time of hearing of Igbo Muslims. Actually, they are Muslims. They are people, I know of people who are Igbos, but they are Muslims. But this is my first time of hearing this public Igbo Muslim. So, but he's saying that Igbo Muslims are facing a whole lot of problems, or they are facing challenges. They are facing challenges, yes. So we're now like, what is the challenge? So the most important challenge is that they don't marry them. So now we're asking one question: who is not marrying who? You people not marrying the Igbos, or the Igbos not agreeing to marry the Muslim Igbos? You have to make it clear. You have to make it clear. Let us understand and know how to help you. Do you understand? Yes, you can't just come and say they are not marrying us. We need to know, is it that the Muslims in Igbo land are not marrying the Muslim Igbos, or the Muslim or the Igbos, normal Igbos, are not marrying the Muslim? I mean, myself, I'm even confused now. Like, as I'm saying this and I'm confused. So make it clear. Let us understand and know how to help you.
Hi, welcome back, my people. I don't have anything or any more thing to say on this Igbo Muslim problem, because I have been telling you all this thing. I have even like predicted that, okay, this Igbo Muslim, this is what is going to happen at the end, and that is what that is happening now. Because the first time that this lady came out to say that there were a lot of sin against the Igbo Muslim, the first thing that came to my mind was, it is these people from, the north that are trying to divide Igbo, and that is what is happening today. Igbo now are being divided. If you know what is going on now, you know that, okay, a lot of persons now are, realistically converting to this Igbo. A lot of Igbo now are converting now, they are converting. Even as I am talking now, a lot are converting because these people from the Muslim extraction, they have, confused or convinced these people in such a way that these people would think that, okay, this Igbo Muslim of a thing is so real in Igbo land. They confuse them from online, and that thing is happening offline now. This is one thing that we need to know. You must not be weak. You as a person, you must not be weak. Even these Igbo guys that are coming out to kick against these people who are, using this Igbo Muslim of a thing to say all sorts of things. They are just keeping, or they have kept quiet all this while. You know that, okay, 50% of Igbo would have been Muslim today, but they are no more Muslim. They're just because these people, they are speaking. They are coming to speak, but even as much as they are still coming to speak, some persons out there, they are still going behind to convince these people more and turn them into Muslim. But this thing now is going to cause this other civil war, as said by other persons from the Igbo land. Because, if you just tell me, because ever since we say we used to pass Igbo land, I haven't seen a mosque or anybody standing by the roadside on a Juma day that he's praying in Arabic way. So how come all this Igbo Muslim saga just starts? That is what everyone should know. You know that all this thing started from this recent thing that happens in Sokoto, because they knew that it's because of this Christian that were crying out that they are facing a lot in the north, that this person, Donald Trump, came to rescue or came for their rescue. But now what they are doing now is this, all these northern people, they want this US focus to be on the southeast. That is why they are diverting, Donald Trump attention to the southeast now, because this thing now that they are looking as if it's a very, very easy thing. This thing now, very soon, they will make this thing to seem like this Igbo Muslim unaliving is real. Because very soon now, just write this that I'm going to tell you down. Very soon now, there will be something, or these same people that are in the north now will start going to the south is to start unaliving this Igbo Muslim. So that US would think that, okay, it is the Igbo Christians that are in the southeast that are unaliving these people. So that one would now turn this, US focus on the southeast, so that they destroy or destabilize southeast the way it's happening in the north today. That is all they have been doing. And you, the Igbo, you must not keep quiet. I know that, okay, most of you guys are people who say, okay, I know they keep quiet when this kind of matter don't be. And me, I love you people for that. And you people should need to keep doing it. Because I know that a lot of Yoruba people are battling out of all this thing too. And Nigeria does not belong to any part of this country. You must not Islamize Nigeria before we know that, okay, there is Arabic religion in Nigeria. So if you now, as a person now, want people to love your religion, just do something that will make people to love it more, not to force it on people, because the way it is now becoming extremism on most of the people. So make all this thing, make it just stop, so that it won't look as if you guys are forcing all this thing on top people. Where it's okay, they don't want all this thing. That will just it for now. And for those of you that have anything to let us know, make una drop it below, because a lot of Igbos are here to clarify most of the persons who don't understand how this Muslim or Igbo Muslim saga starts. Una where they here, where be Igbo, make una come tell us for inside comment section. Make others too, make them understand. And also, if not today be the first time you see the con here, please kindly like, share, subscribe. Thank you.